Yengwe ya gore nyaka ashe. What does peace look like in a relationship? My name is David Mikkel, talking all things love, relationships, and family. You know, for some reason, sometimes ge o bolela le batho o thoma go identify gore no, most of us do not really know what peace looks like. What we consider as peace is actually lack of accountability. Peace for us, it's silence, undue silence. Some of us, peace for us, it's when we get our way at all costs. And that, my goodness, one of the reasons why some of us, really after a long time, relationship, yeah, 2, 3, 4, 7 years, e fela jwang, like when I wholly convinced when I build something very solid. But the problem is the opposite of peace is war. So ready countries they say at peace with each other, even if no one is sending a missile, but we know there is a degree of hostility between the two countries. And unfortunately, sometimes this hostility is not communicated. This hostility is subtle and silent. Ka those days that you don't have an opinion. You don't have something to say. That the next person, your partner, you don't feel safe around your partner. You know that they will find every reason to ridicule whatever that you're going to say. It's a situation in your moment of uncertainty. And you are there thinking to yourself, but this is the person more for support. And now, as soon as Mutua realize their happiness and their peace is not, it does not lie with you, or they are not safe to say exactly what they feel. At that moment, you are going to ridicule their thoughts, their views, their belief sets, and whatever. As soon as Mutua realize are safe around you, what they will do is that now they will find a way ba bantši ba rena re ka ra di-relationship tše le goreng batho ba phela le rena ka botlhale, and a se botlhale bola jwa gore they understand gore no, this is your communication style, this is your personality, they are what. No, it's because they protect their peace. They do that at the cost of stating their own minds. So now, every time we go no, you know what, for the sake of peace, for the sake of peace, that means mutu avoid a conflict. Mara conflict yona because you're not because whatever that they are feeling or whatever ye idea langana gwe I ever do okay. And then so what they do is that instead of David and you know David, you are childish. David to like emotional intelligence. David take his way or the highway. David to waki pocha oriena opela all right. When David go wrong. So mutu o try to protect peace, your relationship, not peace ya peace your relationship. So they are not saying anything. And one of the things, the dangers thereof, ke relationship I hold. When now going to put if a bunchi wa machachi, mara yona ka bo yona ai fetchi ai gole ka machachi. So at the end of the day, we've been together for 4 years, but you know gore ne mothoki a se a adjust go ba bona ga mo bophelong ba bona. I saw ba change selo. They are still selfish, they are still narcissists and all of that. And the only reason why the relationship survived is because you kept quiet. It's because you kept quiet. So you know what's what when I rati kucho, when you don't like, when I rati peace. When I have to sacrifice myself. Trust and believe. It's just a matter of time. We are going to separate. We will separate. And that is why you know, we've been together for 7 years. How can it be that now my fellow relationship, we're now over one incident? What you don't realize is that it's not one incident. It's a lot of micro incidents. You know what? Relationship. So peace is not when you are left to do what you want. Kucho asere motho a bolesa go ye ka mo go nyakang. Even though we diang go sha motho bothuke and they stop telling you about it, trust and believe ke mathomo a mafelelo a relationship ya le. Because some of us re dumela hore re bolela ka a peaceful woman ke ge ko re mosadi gona no go lesa wena wa ya go yang wa se boe a go botšiša. That's what peace looks like for some men. Gore ya wena o ka no dia kwa no tsamaya ka Friday wa boya ka Monday monna a botšišiwe. Ke dilo tšewe ke dilo tše di berekileng ka nako ya boragolo a rena go sena this technology. Ke nako di berekile ka nako ya boragolo a rena go sena malwetse a leng gone and all of this. But in this dispensation, if you want to make it work in a relationship, you will have to understand that peace comes with accountability. Gore ge o botša motho o re nka se tlo boya ka nako yeso ke tlo boya ka nako yeso, you are providing the building blocks of peace. So ba dula kwa le ba sa dipotšišo tše dintšhi ka baka la gago. Mara ge wena o ipotša ra no a gona taba ke tlo no boya ka nako ke boyang ka nako ene we ke buileng ke gona ene ge ke fitha le ska la mpotšiša gore na ke tšwa kae. You might as well be by yourself. And whoever wa go rutile mekgwene we ratana naye. Will know I will convince you it's okay for you to do whatever you like, and then nobody should ask you now what. Peace is not lack of accountability. Kuto asemola rena re sa botšorona o tswa kae ene re tšhaba gore o tlo re fotela re tšhaba gore o tlo re botša mantšwa boima o tlo re botša ka mokgwa re boneng tšhese ka wena o tlo re bontša ka mokgwa le gore bona o re direla favor. So gore go be le khutšo, it's when khutšo ya relationship, not khutšo ya, because when that happens I want to reiterate ge motho a khipa nto ka mo gare ga gage like a volcano, it's just a matter of day, it is brewing tšatši le lengwe it tlo re. And when it does that, when I talk man, oh my God, no, na get over na musabunyaka, na get over na munu, yo, na get it was I say my tape. Hona mutomolo mona le threshold. And mobile fitishang threshold ya when out when I can toila ya chachila ma felelo. Mara the truth of the matter is, if they say I'm a felelo, there is so much that has been going on in the background. You were just not aware because when I kucho ya gago we secure ka cheap. Kucho ya gago we secure ka ubusha ka cheap. And because of that now, ba phela lwana ka bothale ka o realize okay, we ra tsare king, tana le weekend take birthday ya ngwana ka Saturday. Hey, taba ye di ga mo. I'm not even gonna say a word because you can't say. But once again, my thoughts are not safe with this individual. Some of us that peace is not the absence of accountability. Peace aso no humola wena dilo. Ge ntse batho ba swipela dilo ka mo fase ga net. Go na le tšatši le mo lo re ditlo di ngukulwana. Ngukulwana ya bona it's when somebody can no longer hold this within them. And for you to be able to know gore re tsebe gore are we at peace or not, we must have open communication. Re tshwantse bobedi jwa rena re gone go boledišana re sa tšhabe gore my opinions are going to be ridiculed. And in a separate video we are going to talk about another dilemma gore most of us re a bolela ga re boledišane. And because of this now go na le dilo tše dintši tše rena re di boletse, but that is not exactly what we wanted to communicate. So at the end of the day, at the end of the day, nothing is being resolved. Why? Because we are not addressing the matter. So we're going to talk about that. But now, what I wanted to bring to our attention was peace. That is not peace. That is fear. That is something else. It is not peace. You know, for the sake of peace or for peace sake, let me keep quiet. You should know where they just shifted the war from the conflict between the two of you. Mara, there is a war that is in the inside of them. And you did not expect of them. So if you are that kind of an individual, the only way that your relationship is peaceful is when you are having your way. You are not becoming a better person. Instead, you are robbing yourself of a better version of yourself. And that's because you are fully convinced in your mind. On the streets, you know that this one is not wise. And then when improved, that channel of communication will create a peaceful home. Peace cannot be one-sided. Peace, the building blocks of peace do not have gender. So both of us must be willing to come to the table of negotiation and be diplomatic and be able to discuss issues without ridiculing the other one. In the school of peace. So peace is not silence. Peace is not lack of accountability. Marake both of this combined, where the two of us relationship accommodate the way that we think, the way that we feel, without the other one feeling just or somehow.